What is up, guys? So today I'll be talking to you about my perfect day at Disneyland slash California Adventure. Okay, so first off, I live really close to Disneyland. I live about 15-20 minutes away, so it's very quite easy for me, my family, or my family and I to get there. And it's always simple. We'd always get in, get the parking structure, make sure we park on ground floor because we always had this big old truck that we had to freaking drive all the time because there was five of us and we didn't have like that good of a car, you could say. So we'd always have to park ground floor and get checked by security because they changed all the security instead of going on the monorail and then after again checked by security. So it's security now monorail first. So after that we would head into California Adventure first. Get fast passes for the big rides, like the new Guardians of the Galaxy used to be the Haunted Mansion and all that, and California Screamin', Radiator Springs Racers, and we always loved the World of Color because it either gave us a new story, kind of, you could say, or like a new animation, kind of a new songs, and that they're so. We always liked the World of Color because every time we went, it was always different. So we'd always end our get fast passes for that to end our night off. But after we got our fast passes, we'd go like little rides, boom, 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 head over to Disneyland, and then spend most of the day at Disneyland, get food, get lunch, blah blah blah, and after we finish in like middle of the evening or so, we'd head back to California Adventure to finish off our night, and that would be our basically our day at Disneyland. But before I get to the ending of our little story here, just let me start off by saying how our day begins at Disneyland. So first off, we would drive into the parking structure, of course, and we'd always ask to head into the Chippendale parking lot because our truck was so big. And then finally, we would always park ground floor, either Chippendale or the outside parking. I don't remember. I think it was Donald Duck, but I'm not too sure. I haven't been there in a while, but um, we parked ground floor. After that, we would walk over to security. Security would make sure that everything was good, make sure that we're not trying to sneak in a bomb or anything like that. So it was quite easy. And then after that, we would get on the monorail. After the monorail, we'd arrive at the stop of the monorail place or whatever, and we would then end up walking to California Adventure. After we walked to California Adventure, we'd go get our fast passes to Guardians of the Galaxy, California Screaming, and all that fun stuff. So we'd get all the big rides and all that, and then after that we would head over to like the small rides. We'd head over the golden or the silver Zypher or something like that, and the swings, and of course we would always go on the Little Mermaid ride because who doesn't love the Little Mermaid? Like that shit was like super cool, and it was always cold in there, so that was what was up. So after that, we would finish the morning, you could say, at California Adventure, and then around noon, maybe noon, 11 o'clock, noon, uh, we would then start heading over to Disneyland. After we got into like Disneyland, we would go get lunch. We'd either get like at the Pizza Port place or like a corn dog, or at Frontierland. There's that one chicken tender place. So, or the clam chowder over in Disneyland. So it didn't matter what our parents like said that we could get. We just went phew, and we got our own food. So that's what we did. And then we would always end up meeting at Frontierland because they always had the dining area and all that fun stuff. So after we ate, we would head over to all the rides in Frontierland, and then head over to like the Pirates Caribbean ride, and then go on the tree and Tarzan and the Birds of Paradise, all that fun stuff. And so when we would finish with all the medium rides, and right before we had to get back to our fast passes back at California Adventure, we'd go on Space Mountain or Matterhorn or both if it was available, because Matterhorn, it was always fast. Space Mountain kind of took a while, but if it usually was fast, we went on both. And go on California Adventure, Space Mountain, or not California Adventure, go on Space Mountain or Matterhorn, and then after that we would start heading back to California Adventure so that we can go on our rides of Guardians of the Galaxy, Radiator Springs Racers, and all that fun stuff. So after we got back to California Adventure, we finished all our fast passes and it hit around 8 o'clock. So we had to get a little snack, a little dinner, back at the Garden Walk or whatever it was called, and we would end up waiting till World of Color ended. So once World of Color ended, or when Color started, it'd be like 9 o'clock, and that would be our end day to finally end up watching the World of Color and then see all the new animations that they do and stuff like that. So that was always cool that we got to do. We always finish our day with World of Color, and honestly, I love Disneyland. You know, I love California Adventure, and I literally wouldn't change it for any other thing, because after, you know, all the rides are rides and stuff like that, but like seeing all the animations, all the characters and stuff like that, like that's what Disneyland is to me. That's what California Adventure is to me. So that's why always like World of Color was always awesome, because it always was something big, something new. So honestly, that is an experience that I would always remember. And that's why it's always like the perfect day at Disneyland. And no matter the age, no matter the time of day, no matter when you go, Disneyland and California Adventure would always be the best days. And honestly, now I know why it's the best place on earth, because who doesn't love Disneyland? Who doesn't love California Adventure? And just want to say thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope you have a good day at Disneyland, because I know I will. Because if I do, I'm out there. You know what? You're going to have a good day too. Peace out. Ciabatta.